A very warm good evening to all dignitaries, guests, and delegates with great joy and immense pleasure. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. With this beautiful quote, I, Dr. S. Rukmani Devi, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computational Intelligence, Savita College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, feel privileged to extend our warm welcome to you all who joined here for the third day of 5 days International Virtual Faculty Development Program Series 2 on Hybrid Education with Pedagogical Success. Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences, SIMARTS, is proud to share with you all that our SIMARTS has been re-accredited by NAC as an A++ grade. Savita College of Liberal Arts and Sciences to emerge as a leading institution by providing quality, global standards education with a research culture and developing persons with ethical values to serve society. On behalf of the Department of Computational Intelligence, Savita College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, we extend our profound gratitude to our respected Chancellor of SIMARTS, Dr. N.M. Veerayan Sir, respected Director, Academics, Dr. Deepak Sir, respected Director Madam, Dr. Ramya Deepak, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Suresh Kumar Sir, we wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to our principal madam, Dr. Gunita Arun Chandok, who encourages every faculty and student. Now, I am glad to introduce our guest speaker of the day, Dr. R. Sujatha. Dr. Sujatha, principal and professor in the Department of Computer Science at Subbulaksmi Lakshmipathy College of Science, Madurai. She has 25 years of teaching experience in the field of information technology and worked as various prestigious positions as principal, director, and dean in UKF Engineering College, Kollam. She is a doctorate in computer science from Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai. She implemented several real-time projects in the areas of effective network security, authentication protocol system, wireless sensor networks, cyber security, and mobile networks. She has also published copyrights and patents for various titles. Dr. Sujatha published 9 books, book chapters, and 30 research articles in reputed journals and Scopus Index journals. She was conferred with several awards, honors, and lifetime memberships from various international and national research associations. She has been designated as a subject expert by the Board of Studies in various universities and colleges. She has organized and presented various workshops, symposiums, FDPs, conferences, and seminars. Now, without further delay, we will turn the time over to our guest speaker, Dr. R. Sujatha. Madam, please, the time is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your very good introduction. Let me start with the presentation. A warm good evening to one and all gathered here. I hope the presentation is getting viewed on your places. Am I audible? Shall I
Yes,
proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
So once again, good evening to the members who have joined for this FDP on the third day. The topic which I have chosen is exploring the application of cloud computing and Internet of Things. So few interests I'm having on this topic and few projects I have developed with the help of the students. So I have chosen this topic. Let me proceed with the agenda. So today's agenda, I have chosen few topics of about 8 in numbers. First one, about the cloud computing, what is, and the benefits and the beneficiaries of the cloud computing. How the cloud computing is showing in its applications and what are all the skills may require to get a proper career in the cloud computing. And about the IoT also, why, on what way, and where it is getting implemented, want to showcase towards you. And I want to show simple representations in regard to the IoT and its benefits. And what are all the challenges, threats, and also the limitations in IoT. And the projects which I have concentrated with my students just want to showcase. Today's agenda, with this agenda, I'm moving forward. What is cloud computing? Many of you may know about the things, but the basic view of this cloud computing is nothing but it is to run the business with a cheap cost. We no need any rental residence, rental rooms, rental buildings, it is not required. Only thing we need the services to be accessed from the servers, storage, database, networking, software, intelligence, and etc. So over the internet, we are going to have this cloud computing as a process and to access all the computing services. By accessing this computing services, we'll be getting the service and the process will be get over. So this is the very big advantage on having this cloud computing as one of the computing services in this world. As I mentioned earlier, so we no need to rent any residential area or residential space to have all this. Only thing we have to have the rent process towards the cloud service. So this cloud service, which is going to provide the company's setup for making this infrastructure as a complete infrastructure for our application developments, which is going to reduce the complete cost for the business owners. And this cloud computing, which is going to operate with the help of the lower operational cost, without any infrastructure in physical, and we can have this infrastructure in the form of services only, so that the business can be scaled in different geographical locations. That is the main advantage of undergoing this cloud operations as well as the computing. And the next one is benefits. So what is this benefit and what are all the beneficiaries in this light is, as I mentioned earlier, lower cost, and the mobility is very fast and it is going to get scalable wherever it is required, and disaster recovery is very fast compared to the physical operations, and the data security is much more better, and wide range of options we are having, and the storage capacity is very unlimited. Automatic software updates are there for the better operations, and we'll be having a better collaboration with the business owners in different places. So these are all the benefits which is in this cloud computing. So as I mentioned, lower cost. So what does this lower cost representing is? we no need to purchase any set of equipment or any set of computational process. Only thing, the services have to be hired, and the services, we have to pay for the services. So which is going to reduce the cost what is getting operational with the physical infrastructure. Mobility, you know very well how the mobility can be accessed from one place to another place. So it is very, very easy to relocate the process from one place to another place. Scalability, expanding our business from one location to another location is very easy to scalable in this cloud computing process. Disaster recovery data backup is all available in all the locations. It is possible to have different locations to have the data, and whenever there is a problem in any one location, so through the other location, it is very easy to recover the data. And the security, through the advanced security features, it is very possible to have this safety as well as security in this cloud computing. So wide range of options. So this cloud computing platforms are available as well as suit for the different enterprise needs, and which is going to help the operations to be completed on time also. Unlimited storage capacity is available in cloud computing for all set of data. And the software updates also can be automatically done when we are going to have the interconnection with the services. And we are going to have the better collaboration with the different organizations, different team members for the better performance also. And next one, it's regarding the applications. So as I mentioned earlier, online data storage is available in the cloud computing, which is going to give a very big data storage process. Backup and recovery, big data analysis, antivirus applications, testing and development, e-commerce applications, cloud computing in education. So few things only I have listed. So here I have listed this top 7 applications. So through these applications, we can understand how the cloud computing is performing its services and how it is getting extended towards the environment. And in this 3 types of cloud computing as a service models, which is available to the end users. Platform as a service, PaaS, infrastructure as a service, IaaS, and software as a service, SaaS. So these 3 are the variety of method types which is getting included in this cloud computing to provide the service to this set of platforms. So here, this platform cloud computing, which is getting allowed towards the public, private, hybrid, as well as the community. So it is getting segregated as clusters and we can perform the operations. The applications which I have showcased in the part of agenda, online data storage. So online data storage is nothing but storing the data in the cloud. We call it as cloud storage. So in this cloud storage, it is possible to store as much as data. It is unlimited. And the backup and the recovery. So this backup and the recovery, we'll be having different locations to have our data. And if any disaster occurs in any one place, through the other channel of location, it is possible to take the backup of the data. With this cloud computing, it is easily, we can recover the data with the minimal damage if the disaster is happening. And big data analysis, it's a separate ocean. This big data analysis, so many research projects, process is on in this topic. So big data analysis is nothing but we are going to have the extreme set of data, and through this data we are going to have the complete process of data, that is data processing. And testing and development. So testing is, we know that how the products are getting tested and how it is getting into the end users for the operational level. So this infrastructure as well as the manpower requirements can be sorted out using this cloud services, and the development can be scalable in different places. In antivirus applications, so we are actually currently we are having many antivirus process in our system. So through the services also, this antivirus software can be applied in different places to sort out the security issues. E-commerce applications are one of the business area which is getting operated in this cloud computing in a very large manner. And cloud computing in education, it is a process is getting on in this online. We are enriching our online learning process through this cloud computing in the area of education. And the teachers, the staff members also using for the learning as well as the teaching, and also they are doing the experiments towards the students. The skills required for this cloud computing, especially programming skills, as being a computer intellect, it is very easy to get into the programming skill, and the cloud service platform knowledge we should have to get into this cloud computing, and the database management skills, how the data can be organized, stored, and can be managed, and the APIs, we need the skill in the APIs also, and the information security, how the security lies in this cloud computing, and what kind of security can be added. The research is in process in this area, and the OS, Linux, and DevOps, development operations. So these are all the area to be concentrated to develop our skills to get into this cloud computing line. So here one question towards the members, cloud computing as a career. Yes, of course, it is a very big area now the students are getting into, as they are getting the placements in this cloud computing, and moreover 90% of the business are coming under this cloud computing, and they are having this market, and it is getting into the rise of billions, trillions, it is going on. In the next set of world, the coming world is going to be completely cloud computing. So many computing professionals is required in this job market with the adequate skills. That is very important. And here, how we can forge a career in the cloud computing is we need specified certifications, cloud certifications for the members who want to get into this cloud technology. And they should know how the platforms are operated and what kind of understandings the people are getting into that, so that the cloud computing can be useful for them for developing their skills. And in the cloud computing professional also, they are having the responsibilities like the same planning, design, deployment, maintenance, support, all the things what they had in the physical set of process, the same thing is applicable in the cloud computing also. And the business, they are mainly the business people are taking part in this cloud computing, and the business are getting developed as much as fast in the current scenario. So here I have just listed few of the cloud computing career roles: cloud developer, cloud security engineer, system operations administrator, front-end and back-end developer, development operations engineer, solutions architect. So these are all the role names the users can get into if they are choosing the career in the cloud computing. And of course, the communication skills, it depends upon the location where the particular person is getting into, either in Germany or Italy or wherever it is. So now we are entering into the second part of the topic, that is about IoT, Internet of Things. So why, on what base the Internet of Things is framed and where it is getting applied. Few things we want to share in this title. So Internet of Things, connecting the devices or connecting the internets. So it's simply I am representing here in the form of various names as given with one concept, that is IoT. So machine to machine communication, Internet of everything, and world size web, Skynet. So these are all is going to give a single meaning, that is nothing but Internet of Things. So here, why, what, where. So why this IoT is? Suppose you want to turn on your lights automatically when the car approaches the driveway. Suppose the user wants a coffee when they are going to start brew, when the morning alarm goes off. Suppose the front door automatically unlocks when approached by a member of the household, but stays locked when a stranger arrives on the front step. So these are all the questions. If you want air conditioner at home to be switched on when you leave from the office, if you want to adjust your bed according to your moves, if you want your city to become a smart city also. So all this do's, this is a few sample do's only I have shown here. If all this do's, if you want the answer as yes, then we can, it is possible for the computer intellect to create the IoT for the requests. So how big it is going to be? In 2020, it has crossed 20.6 billion. 2025, 1.0 trillion expected. So maybe more than that, it may reach. So the connected devices from the year, just I have showcased for your view. So this is the need, how this IoT is getting connected with the members and what it is getting connected. So it is nothing but internetworking, Internet of Internet. So physical devices, we can connect vehicles, even the buildings, humans, animals, and any embedded electronics devices, softwares, sensors, actuators, network connectivity, which is getting enabled to collect as well as exchange of data. So here I have listed few things in regard to what. So all these things can be get connected with this IoT. And it is possible we have to create the IoT. So where we have just showcased here with the home appliances, how the home appliance can be get interconnected. So Internet of Things, we can connect the system, oven, AC, fridge, even the car. So all these things can be interconnected in the home appliances. Connected with the smart appliances like mobile, smart devices, smartwatch, and TV. So smart appliances we can interconnect. And connected in the residential building. So the total building can be interconnected with our speakers, TV, lock, door locks, lights. So all these things can be interconnected through this IoT. Industrial Internet of Things. So we can have the interconnection with the industries also. And with the world appliances. So this is the way the IoT is getting interconnected with the people as well as the electronics gadgets. So here I want to represent in the form of 4 cases, which is a case analysis. So the Tessel, then Twilio, wireless and Lucent, then drones. The case 1, the Tessel 2, which is having the variety of sensors as well as modules. So this particular board, which is getting included with accelerometer, GPS, RFID, camera, and many more. And this all has been interconnected with a set of the IoT code. So with the help of the scripting languages, we can have the connection between the hardware as well as the firmware. So this particular case, which is going to represent the interconnection of the physical devices. And the next case is actually wireless, Twilio programmable wireless. So which is especially used for the vehicle tracking. So with the help of this particular device, it is possible to track the vehicle, where the vehicle is actually driving from one location to another location. For that, we can have a separate IoT connection, and we can have a separate program also to have this case can be functioning it. And the third case, which is especially to have the managing many number of devices and storing the data and taking the actions at real time. So we need a specified platform, and the platform can be accessed with the help of this LOS, and this is one of the application. And through this application, we can run many number of devices at the same time with its own hardware devices, that too in the real time. And the case 4, you all may know about the drones. So this drones, which is very important in the IoT, because this is going to have the control over the APIs, application programming interfaces, and virtual simulators, analytics tools, DroneSmith, etc. So this particular device, this drone, is having the control over the flying objects, and the simulator controls also. Through this drones, it is possible to make it. So here, just I want to showcase a video toward the users. So I hope you have seen the video. It is completely the home is functioning under the IoT system. So how the things have been interconnected one with another, and how they are making the communication one among the other. So all these things, it's with the help of the IoT system. So another one in related with the agriculture, because in few places they have made this IoT system, and the agriculture growth is very good as well as very fast also. So in such a way, the IoT is helping the farming also. So how it is? So that is what I have made it with one video here. Just I'll show it. So hope you have viewed the agriculture system, how it is getting involved with the IoT. and they are incorporating the decision support system also, the temperature and the complete study they are making with the help of the farmer, and this system has been developed. And already I have mentioned in regard to the IoT challenges, threats, and limitations in the agenda. So this is about that. So the challenges in the IoT is still some of the area technically it has to be addressed, and for that more research have to come up, and the areas are open for the research also. And we need the support from the government also in implementing the system, this IoT system, drastically in maximum area. And we need the complete privacy as well as the security once if we start doing it with the devices. And some vulnerability is also there when we are installing this IoT system in the area. That has to be addressed with the proper security measures. It has to be addressed. And the threats as well as the opportunity, here I have quoted, if the user is misunderstood and misconfigured, it is going to lead the risk in the data as well as the privacy and the safety. If the user understood and secured, then the IoT, which is going to give a very good communication as well as the lifestyle and also the services. So it is in the user's hand in developing the system, and it has to be used in a proper way. In the limitations of IoT, in extreme situations, it is not tested completely, still it is in process, and standardization have to be there with the help of the government, and the legally it has to be authenticated, authorized, and then only it will come into the complete process of the end users. Technical limitations in some cases, it is there, and it has to be addressed. And few projects we have developed when I have worked in the previous institutions with the help of the students. We have developed this IoT projects on their own coding. So one is actually self-cleaning water tank. It will sense the maximum as well as minimum signals according to the level of the water, and it will clean by triggering the inbuilt mechanism function will be there, and the trigger will be there. This triggering function, which is going to have the cleaning process automatically when there is a low level of the water. And the next one is smart alarm, which is especially for the students. I can't say that it's a student, whoever it may be. So if they are more fond of lying, and it will move from one place to another place. Anyhow, the person have to come out of the bed to stop this alarm. And so in such a way it was developed. And the next one is like a smart alert. So it is going to give the alert to the nearby hospitals as well as a station. We can increase the area also, like a fireplace, fire station. So wherever the area we want, we can increase also. So this will give a message if there is any problem has occurred in the place. This will give an alert message to the nearby places. So this is one thing we have developed. These are all the projects we have developed in the IoT with the help of the IoT device. Proposal in regard to the IoT is we have just had a survey with the nearby villages, and we have asked what is their requirement. If we want to have a development in the project, what kind of requirement may be. So they represented few things. Gas leakage reduction have to be done, and monitoring also. And even one of the family members said that we want to know what is the low level of the gas available in the cylinder. And next one is activating turbine through remote control system so that it can be used in the ships whenever some problem has occurred. And ceiling fan dust removal, it is one of the family women. A woman has asked it. It is very tough for us to clean the ceiling fan. So if we are having a IoT device, if it is going to do this process automatically, then it will be a very helpful process for us. And vending machine system, it is already there physically. I mean, physical operations also there, as well as machine-oriented operations is also there. So this can be given for the food or different set of process. We can use this vending machine system. And in future, how this world is going to be with the help of this all electronics gadgets. So this is one of the video just I want to showcase to the members. So, hope you have enjoyed the video in 2050 if you are going to have the world like this. Yes. So, anyhow, this IoT as well as the cloud is going to run this world in coming years. So with this, I'm stopping my presentation. Thank you for your patience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, Dr. Sujatha, madam, for sharing your deep knowledge. We are having an eye-opening session and about the exploring the application of cloud computing and Internet of Things. The expert has explained about the application of cloud computing and IoT in an easy to understand manner. The expert showed us a video how this will have an impact in our day-to-day life, in future, and also in an agricultural field. Thank you, ma'am. Now this is the time to solve your queries. Participants, you can unmute and ask your queries.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Dr. Lakshmi. I have a small, I want to know whether we can include the IoT along with blockchain. Is it possible to merge the IoT with the blockchain?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, this IoT is a particular device. It is going to get created by the user. So as per the requirement, what is your requirement and how you want to have the programming, that is possible. And as you know very well, in computer, we won't say that nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. So in such a way, if the request is relating the blockchain as well as the IoT, it is possible. But we want to know what is the problem and how it can be incorporated, what sort of devices is required. So all these things we have to analyze, and with the help of the proper mathematical models, it is possible to create the device. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have one more thing. You have given the suggestion that the security is a problem with the IoT. Can we have this along with the blockchain to solve the security issues? Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, your question is actually the research area currently in the IoT, because
Yes,
so many security issues have to be sorted out. It is not sorted so far. It has to be sorted out. So we can have the proper security measures, and we have to have the complete checking, testing, everything, and we can proceed with. Because in certain cases it will work, in certain cases if it is not working means there may be that particular security issue may not be addressed. So we supposed to know the factor, which factor have to be addressed, and it has to be sorted out. It is possible, ma'am. It is possible.
For that we need IoT kit also, ma'am.
Surely we need it, ma'am. We supposed to incorporate the requirements in the kit, and we supposed to do the process. We supposed to do the testing also, and still up to the security security level. Still up to the security level, we supposed to do the process.
Which tool we need? Which software we need for this project development, ma'am?
Ma'am, that has to be checked with your proper requirement also, because it is an application. Any application we can get into, but we supposed to know the problem, as well as we supposed to get into the model of the mathematics, and then only it is possible to get know the security measure or the level what we can reach it. It cannot be common to all the members, to all the applications. It may be different in each and every application.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more queries?
Yes, very. I am Dr. Ramchandran. Very interesting and
Sir, your voice is breaking. I'm not.
session.
Sorry, sir.
I place my
Sorry, sir. I'm not getting your words.
each and everyone of this FDP, particularly the.
Sorry, sir. Dr. Ramchandran, sir, I'm not getting your words.
Is it clear now? It is audible. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. Now it is. Now it is clear.
Okay, thank you, madam. Is it audible now? It is audible.
Yes, sir. It is audible now.
Yes, as I very, your session is very inspiring and innovative session, and I'm very happy over to attend this TP. One clarification is there at the beginning of the session, as you told that reduction in cost. I think that reduction will goes on to reduce the workforce. Uh, Reduction will goes on to reduce the workforce of the enterprise.
No, your question is reduction of cost. Reduction of cost leads to what is your question, sir?
Yes. Reduction of cost leads to reduction of workforce.
No, it is not like that. What I have mentioned is reduction of cost in the sense we no need to purchase the softwares whichever is required for our applications. That can be get continued with the cloud services so that the cost may get reduced. Instead of purchasing the original software, if we are going with the services, the cost is getting reduced. Automatically, the application is going to get processed. It may not get affected with the workforce.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
It's
madam.
time for a photo session. Thanksgiving is not just a formal one, it is an expression of our gratitude. We desire to express our sincere gratitude to our director, Dr. Ramya Deepak Madam, for the motivation, and we would like to thank our principal, Dr. Gunita Aral Chandok Ma'am, for their constant encouragement and continuous support for conducting these type of events. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending your valuable time for listening this session. Thank you all for the participation, and we will join tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Thank you, ma'am. Really, it's a wonderful session. I felt very happy to seeing every screen on the screen everything. One question is there, ma'am. Is it applicable to all or not? That is only my question, ma'am.
Krishnaveni madam, I am not getting your question. Can you please repeat?
What you have shown on the screen, ma'am. So, not agriculture. The first video, whatever you have shown to us, is it costly or is it cost for low price? And is it applicable to all?
Ma'am, your voice still I am not getting clear. If possible,
Ma'am.
you put a question in the message so that I can read.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Ma'am, good evening. I'm Sharmila. Ma'am,
Yes,
Sujatha,
ma'am,
ma'am.
please. Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
I
please.
have a doubt, ma'am. Can you give one example which is related to mathematical model and how it is converted to an IoT project, ma'am? Any example?
Ma'am, actually, this mathematical model in the sense we have to connect
Yes,
our
ma'am.
application with the mathematics. So that is the
Okay,
point.
ma'am.
We have to connect
Okay.
our application with the mathematics. Once if we are getting connected with that, even we can make that as a patent also.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
it's not such an easy process. You have
Yes,
to sit
ma'am.
with the mathematician also, so that your
Yes,
application can be discussed with the person and you can develop the prototype also. That
Yes, ma'am.
prototype you can develop as a patent. So
Okay,
that
ma'am. Okay.
that will, if it is going to address the society, if it is going to address the public,
Yes, ma'am.
your prototype is going to address the public, then it
Yes,
will
ma'am.
be really a very good product to the public.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Actually, I'm a mathematician.
yes,
I saw that agriculture is thing you have inserted that porous medium. Actually, I'm from fluid dynamics. So that
okay.
our main project enters there using the porous medium section. So that's why I asked whether this can be combined with our IoT and there is any project now we can go ahead, no ma'am. That's the thing.
Yes, ma'am. You can think of if
Yes,
possible, you
ma'am.
can send the detail to my mail also, so that I
Sure,
can
ma'am.
read the content. If possible, I can give the suggestion also.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.